Hallo und herzlich willkommen zu einer weiteren Ausgabe des FS1 Kultmagazins. Diesmal geht es bei uns um die schillernde und bezaubernde Welt des Winterfests. Wir sind Simon
und Lauren Seiringer. Kunst- und Kulturangebote gibt es einige in Salzburg. Festivals hingegen sind eher rar. Doch jedes Jahr zur Winterzeit heißt es in Salzburg Manege frei, denn das Winterfest steht an. Das Winterfest ist ein Festival für zeitgenössischen Zirkus und existiert seit dem Jahr 2001. Das Festival lockt dieses Jahr vom 1. Dezember bis zum 8. Jänner auf die Tribünen und verzaubert ihre Zuseherinnen und Zuseher.
Für das diesjährige Winterfest waren Manuel und Laurent am 15. Dezember bei der Vorstellung Zirkus Ronaldo im Volksgarten. Sie haben für uns nicht nur Eindrücke der Show gesammelt, sondern auch das Stimmungsbild der ZuschauerInnen eingefangen und mit ihnen über das Winterfest gesprochen.
Guten Abend, good evening und buonasera. Mein Name ist Lauren Seiringer, hinter der Kamera ist der Manuel Meyer und wir befinden uns hier im Volksgarten im Zelt, in dem in Kürze der Zirkus Ronaldo die Aufführung Schau, neue geben wird. Wir werden versuchen, ein paar Eindrücke für euch zu sammeln und einige Stimmen vom Publikum einzufangen. Viel Spaß beim Schauen! Wie hat Ihnen denn die Vorstellung gefallen?
Wunderbar, war ein Traum, wunderschöne Sache, eine Geschichte Vater-Sohn und generationenübergreifend, besser geht's nicht.
Sehr gut, wirklich sehr, sehr gut gefallen.
Und das Besondere bei uns war, dass wir es also als Vater und Sohn miterlebt haben und das hat schon eine besondere Wirkung und natürlich auch eine ganz besonders feine Sache, das gemeinsam zu erleben. Weil man ja auch im richtigen Leben Situationen durchlebt, die man da auf eine spielerische Weise erlebt hat. Ja.
War das Ihre erste Vorstellung, die Sie besucht haben im Rahmen des Winterfests?
Nein, wir kommen schon seit über 10 Jahren oder 15 Jahren her.
Werden Sie sich ja heuer nochmal einen anderen Auftritt anschauen oder was ist das für heuer?
Nein, wir werden uns jetzt gleich die nächste Vorstellung anschauen, nämlich Zirkus Far Away, weil man vom Winterfest nie genug kriegen kann.
Bei mir wird es so sein, dass wir schon am Samstag mit der gesamten Familie nur einmal kommen, ein anderes Stück zu sehen. Und mein Sohn.
Bei mir ist, ich glaube, die 4. Vorstellung dann am Samstag. Also ich versuche mir fast alles anzuschauen, weil es wirklich einfach.
Also die 4. heuer oder?
Die 4. heuer, ja.
How do you like it here in Salzburg so far?
It's very nice. We arrived here. We already felt the warmth just driving to the place, and so it's getting nicer every day. That's
Yes.
great.
And the snow is very nice. We are not used so much anymore to snow, so it's a beautiful image.
Are you happy with the performance today?
Yeah, today they were really warm. Yesterday you could feel it was like a premiere ambient, where the people were a bit waiting to see what is this kind of theater and this kind of clowning, because it's not everyday show, it's like another kind of clowning. But today I had the impression that the doors were open and that everything could happen.
And I think it's very special to do it with the sun together, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. That's very special. It's very unique also. It's like we are two actors, but the connection is more than only theater. There is something deeper. Yeah.
We are always a bit at home like this.
Yeah.
Ja, wir sind nun am Ende unserer Reportage angelangt. Ich hoffe, wir konnten einige schöne Eindrücke für euch sammeln und es hat euch gefallen. Damit sagen wir Danke fürs Zusehen und bis zum nächsten Mal. Akrobatik, Clownerie und Ballett sind nur wenige Beispiele der bunten und kuriosen Welt, die das Winterfest zu bieten hat. Es ist das größte Festival für zeitgenössische Zirkuskunst im deutschsprachigen Raum und präsentiert eine bunte und bizarre Welt. Was das für die Planung, Organisation und Durchführung bedeutet, darüber hat Tobias Poserwetz im Talk mit dem neuen kaufmännischen Geschäftsführer des Winterfestes, Robert Seguin, gesprochen.
Welcome to another studio talk. Today we want to talk about the Winterfest in Salzburg, about the organization behind it and also the events and the acts. For that, I want to welcome my guest, Robert Seguin. Since June 2022, he is the Chief Executive Officer, the CEO of the Winterfest. Thank you very much for coming.
You're welcome. I'm very happy to come. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, well, the Winterfest is all about acrobatic, clowns, ballet artists. Was the topic circus always a passion of yours?
I think Winterfest is, you're right, it's acrobatics, clowns, but behind this word is these words. This is one word, it's circus. And circus is it's a Künstlerform, wir sagen in Deutsch. Ich muss sprechen ein bisschen Deutsch, weil ich mag sprechen Deutsch. Mein Deutsch ist nicht genug, so wir sprechen auch Englisch. Aber ja, behind this acrobatic, clowns, magie, we have one word is circus, and Winterfest is the most important circus festival in Austria. So I'm so just enthusiastic and very passionate by this project.
Yeah, well, since June you are the new CEO of the Winterfest. How was it for you to the integration of the team?
The team, it was very easy in my way. I hope for them also. But we are a small team. In June we are only 2, so it's very small. But slow by slow, some people arrive. Of course, now we are more than 50 on this moment. In the middle of festival, we have more than 50 for sure. So the team. It was very easy, and it was also, we don't have time to ask us any question because it was very 6 months before festival, like Winterfest is very short. So I jump on this project and with full of energy, full of passion, and I really have a big trust on this team because without this team, I think there is no festival. I can tell you, I'm here to impulse and to look and to, of course, to do a lot of coordination. But of course, my first festival is also for me to learn how it works.
What's for you the special thing about the Winterfest?
Probably the most, I don't know, there is many aspects we can say, but probably the audience. The audience of Winterfest It's a huge audience, and the finance system of the budget of the Winterfest speak about it, because the ticketing is more than 60% of the project. It's between 60 and 70%. So we have a big audience, so it's a big responsibility, of course, because we want to make them happy. This is maybe the most important. And after that, there is other many special aspects in Salzburg, in Winterfest Salzburg, which this circus festival is absolutely unique. One is also that the team coming, the circus company who's coming, they play in general more than 10. This year it was not total exact, but in general, more than 10 times they play in the same place, which for a circus company is total unique.
Yeah. Well, I can imagine you have to start very early. When did you start to organize everything?
But some part of the festival was start before I coming, because Julia Eder, she was in the festival before me. Of course, she don't let it like that. We have some days together. She was with me at the beginning when I go to meet all the partners, because we speak about public. We have a lot of partners, we say sponsor. I prefer the terms of partner, because we have private partners, a strong team of private partners, and a big, beautiful fidelity of this private company. They follow the project. Without them, we don't have this huge festival, and of course the public, also public institution.
Can you give us a small impression or insight of how the organization works and what you have to plan? And I can imagine there's steps by steps. Maybe.
Yeah, it's a steps by steps, and in the same time we manage different things. I speak about partner. Of course, we meet them, we present the project. They need to be the first people who know where we go this year, and to say, okay, we support you, and so we have this discussion with them. We have also, of course, the technique things, because we build everything in the Forest Garden, so we have to make plan. We have to contact the authority to present the plan. We need to make a different candidate to be more than 1 month in the Forest Garden. Communication.
Yeah.
So all of these elements growing, but I say we are 2 in June, but in July 2 more, in August 3 more. And
every month.
Yeah. And we have a technical lighter. He works for the Winter. I arrive in Winterfest, and this technical lighter is the first edition as a technical lighter, but he was a technical in Winterfest during 17 years. And I say, okay, I think it's a good idea to work with this man.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
You know everything. And techniques is a big part of the festival.
I can imagine that. Yeah. For example, when did you start building in the Volksgarten?
We start build in November, beginning of November, a little bit, not the first week, the second week, I think, if I well remember. But all the preparation, because we have to put all the things, we have to say to the authority, of course, it's just normal that we are doing this, we are doing that. They are agree. Sometimes they are not agree, we have to change. Sometimes we are not agree, we have to explain, and blah, blah, blah. So it's a big job. And finally, it's a big infrastructure. We have a team of 10 persons working on this technique. Aufbau, construction.
But I can imagine there's a lot to think about. How do you coordinate everything?
Yeah, I coordinate, but you know, a lot of people. I speak about the technical lighter. We have a production lighter also. She knows very well the Winterfest, and this, of course, this team we work together, and of course, I believe what they say most of the time. Not every time. Huh? No, of course, I believe them, and I follow what they say, and I put sometimes my wish or my question. But you know, this year, most of the things was made by the team who knows the Winterfest, and I trust them, and we are a very good team. It's really clear.
Were there any difficulties during the planning and organization?
Not so much. The most difficult was to finish program. It was so. This is our kitchen, and you know, but it's not so easy to connect it, the date of the company when they are available, the technique, the size of the tent in the Forest Garden, who coming in Théâtre Scène, because we decided to stay in Théâtre Scène, which is also after the Corona something very interesting for us to present different show in this venue. So all of these elements start to be together, slow by slow. I cannot say. I don't know if I'm very clear, but it's it's sure. Something you like in a kitchen when you take. I'm sorry, I'm French. I like cooking, and sometimes you put a little bit salt. You say, I have to make a dessert. Oh no, I have also to.
Yeah, it's also a process.
Yeah,
so during the process, there are new things you have to come up or you have to think about.
Absolutely, but you see many things. Coming easily because the Winterfest is 20 years, 21 edition this year. And the team was very prepared for this. We just, the most important for us to finish the program. It was a little bit not so easy this year for many reasons, technical, financial reasons. So when we are fix the program, we say, okay, now we can run, and because before the program we cannot do anything.
Sure.
Communication techniques, administration, everything, finance, everything come with the program. So this is the real first part.
So you talked about that the audience is a very special thing of the Winterfest, and what will the audience expect when they're coming to the Winterfest?
That is a big question. It's a long time ago I do this job. You know something, for me, one thing is true. When somebody go to a performance, it's one person. And when in Winterfest this year we have more or less 17,000 persons. So everyone is one person. I don't know what they want. I don't know what they like. We have we have 5 professional shows plus Mota plus the school, circus school. The 5 shows, all of them, they are totally different. It was like that this year. The program is not from me totally. We discussed with David Dimitri, the Künstlerleiter. It's a part coming from him, a part coming from us because we have also technical things. But in the final, what we present, it's very different. So maybe we can say something very easy to say. In Winterfest, people like to have acrobatics, and it's a big show with a lot of circus techniques with. And it's true, and it's true. But when you look on the history of the festival, which I do when I go in, it's a lot of big company coming, and they are all of them very different in artistic way.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I looked through the program, and you have a very diverse program too. Maybe can you tell a little bit about the acts? There are the events on the Winterfest.
Yes, we have. First, we maybe can say that Winterfest 22 is one restarting a festival also, because this festival growing during 20 years. The Corona arrived, like for many cultural events, it was a shock, a disaster. One edition 20 cancelled. Last edition was very hard because they have to change the program. I speak with the team that it was very hard, and whatever last year we have Winterfest have 70% of the capacity was was said, the ticket was, which is very good. And this year we will be a little bit more, I think more than close to 80. We expected a little bit more, so which it's a good sign. And we want to be in the same duration than before the Corona. So it's this size of festival. And we have Volksgarten and Theatre Scène. It's really two different atmosphere and two different proposals of this. This is so in Volksgarten. Maybe I can speak about Volksgarten. We have three companies. First, it's a Switzerland company with a incredible new show, a new artistic way with 7 artists, music and circus, and they make a show with a. They start with the idea of a palette. Everywhere you see palette, but they do something very crazy with this palette. So total beautiful and crazy and original. So it's this show, and they finish this week. Then we have Ronaldo. It's a company coming from Belgium. Sonoyo, it's a story, it's total universal terms. It's the question of the relation between a father and a son, and how the father let the son coming in life, in a working process, in art, because it's two artists, and how the father want to let the son come, but he don't want also to leave the place. He want to keep his place. He don't want to go away. Sure. So it's this question, and they make it. It's so sensible, so poetic. They do it so beautiful.
As a real father and son.
It's a real father and son, nice. And this Ronaldo company. It's a 7 generation of circus families. Unbelievable, beautiful. And it's true. Yeah. It's beautiful. 7 generations. And so this question of transmission between father and son, it's a big question, it's total universal, and they make it in a beautiful, very funny, very funny, very acrobatic also. They do things that are totally incredible and very touching. So it's total poetic show and beautiful. And the last one is Petit Cirque company coming from France with a more bigger team, a little bit like far away, like the Switzerland company. 7 or 8 artists, I think it's 8 artists on the stage, with a theme of music, with guitar, and they play, and it's a lot of acrobatic, a lot of original proposal. So this is Volksgarten. And in the Theatre Scène, we have Sandel, Michael Sandel, David Esley, and I forget the name, Kojak. This is the show we take a picture for the communication. David Esley and Kojak Unek, sorry, and they are in a theme of Handwerk. They want to make a show about Handwerk, but people, I like to work with my hand. I'm not the best one, but I like to try. And they have idea to work with wood and hand, and they make
so
it.
This on the cover.
This is the placard, and it's a crazy proposal. Could be disturbing for people coming to see only acrobatic. Okay. I return to your question about the audience. Yeah. Could be possible that the audience, it could be a little bit.
But it's something new, so
it's total new.
They're getting surprised.
It's total new. It's an Österreich artist, Michael Sandel, with the 2 Deutsch artists. They never play in Volksgarten, in Winterfest, and I think it's also part of our job to try to, when it's possible, to give a chance to Austrian artists to play in our festival. Yeah. So it's and the last one, but not least, as we say, Jamie Atkins. Jamie Atkins, it's a master circus artist. Really, when you see what he's doing in his career, it's big artist, and he plays big success show, Circus Incognitus, which is the solo, where in the same solo with only one artist, you have acrobatic, you have a clown, you have jungle, you have a lot of techniques of circus in a very funny and very original way also.
Nice, yeah. And due to the artists, do you have new artists each year, or are there some who come every year, or is there a change?
It's possible that they come some years after. In general, from one year to the others, we have new program.
Yeah.
But this year, all the company who's coming is the first time for them in Winterfest. For some of them, the first time in Austria, like Petit Cirque. They never come in Austria before. And Ronaldo played before in Austria, but Circus far away, I'm not sure. I think it's a premiere.
Well, it's also part of the organization. How do you get in contact with the artists? And are there also some criteria when you're looking for a new show?
It will be the question for next edition, because for this edition, this is the question that David Dimitri, the artistic director, this is I can say his problem. This is his job. So he saw shows, but we saw also a show, of course, and for the next time maybe we can. I mean, when we make a program, when we work on the program on this year, which David makes some proposals, some of them we are immediately say yes because it's possible, so we say yes, it's okay. And when it was not possible for some, for many reasons. We have one proposal coming with one bird, and we are not allowed to have one bird in Austria.
Yeah.
We try to find a way, but there is one bird on the stage, and it's a part of the show, and we cannot we cannot do it. So we have to change it to go to another one. But we are in contact of all the company. First company coming before in Winterfest, of course, they always send us the new project, the new. We are a member of World Network about circus.
Okay, nice. So you can get in contact.
So we get in contact. We go in another festival to see what they propose, and
so you also see some shows before. Did you get an impression?
Of course.
Yeah. Nice. Well, the Winterfest started already in the 1st of December. Did you get any reactions so far from the audience? Or also from the artists?
The first reaction for me, I try sometimes we have to show in the same time, so I cannot be at all the show, but every day when we play, I'm there. And of course, I check when the audience react. For now, we have no big scandal that people say, blah, 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 blah. No, for now, so I touch wood. I'm sure that the proposals we have, even far away, even Southwest Symphony from in Theater, both of them, I know that some people are not total fan of it. Of course, it's possible. But you know, Zandal, it's more than 2,000 people come. Circus Far Away, they play 18 times. Yeah. So 18 times, it's nearly 5,000 people.
Yeah.
We have some bad reaction that people, not bad reaction, sorry, reaction of people who don't like the show. And I try to say to them, I try to speak with them, or to answer email, or to, I don't want to, for me, it's okay. It's okay. Somebody can say, sorry, I'm not enjoy with this show. For many reasons, it's absolutely respectable. We are not 100% sure. It's of course not possible. The big majority because what we saw after the show, it's a big applause, and because it's a big majority who love them, and they are saying, wow, what I see this today, which is total unique, and it's total unique. You never. This is the big power of stage, of performance in stage, is total unique. Even ballet from Circus Far Away, it's so original. So you never saw something like that.
Yeah,
for
and
sure.
It's quite a variety of events, so I'm sure there is something for everyone.
Yeah.
What is your highlight in this year's program?
The program is not already finished, so
okay,
it's very hard to say, and it's so different. It's very hard to say, and I escape like that if you agree. But I don't know. For me, the question is to what we can do in Volksgarten. That's for the future. This is the main question, because we know after these two first week that it's a big demand of the audience. When you ask me what they like. They have many. They have, of course. I tell it before, but it's different for every person. But of course, for audience, for publicum, Winterfest, it's the most is Volksgarten and the tent, and this is a good information for me, which I arrive now, and for the future maybe we have to discuss about this and to find solutions.
Yeah,
it's very clear.
Yeah. So we're coming to an end, but I wanted to ask you, maybe you can recommend something for our audience.
Come to see everything. Please don't be curious. Be curious. What I recommend, I want to say, be curious. Speak without ticketing, or you buy in internet and you check this beautiful, marvelous program that we do with the artists. Because in this program, which you can find everywhere, there is information. So check what we're writing on this and choose by yourself. Oh, this one, I'm curious to see it. Oh, this one, why not? Be careful, we have some shows that are total sold out.
Okay, yeah.
It's a limit of the...
People have to be fast.
We are total sold out, but it's okay to call the ticketing team. I don't speak about ticketing team. We have 10 person working on a ticketing team. And this is also very important. We don't speak about ticketing team. Yeah. It's very important that first, because they have big responsibility of the sales, of the money, and they are also the first people who speak to the audience. Yeah. I see the audience when I'm in the show, when they are coming.
It starts with the ticketing.
It starts with ticketing. So we have 10 super energetic people, and they give information. So what I can recommend, read the program, call us, take information, and then you can choose, and probably you will be not disappointed. But be careful, the Volksgarten is nearly sold out. We have place for Jamie Atkins, still place for Jamie Atkins. Jamie Atkins, the audience, it's a one man on the stage, and maybe they have a little bit fear that, it's not so. It's a really unique. He played more than 1,000 times this show. 1,000 times.
That's quite a lot.
For on the stage, whatever the discipline, theater, dance, 1,000 times. Who play 1,000 times a show?
Exactly.
It's a master show. It's beautiful.
Nice.
So I don't know. I answer to your question or no?
Yes, perfectly fine. Thank you very much. It's unique, and thanks for the talk and to get an insight about the acts and the organization. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you to you.
Thank you, and we will see us in the Winterfest.
Das war schon wieder vom FS1 Kultmagazin im Dezember. Wir sind Simon Götschü
und Laurenz Eiringer. Wir wünschen frohe Weihnachten
und einen guten Rutsch ins neue Jahr.
Danke fürs Einschalten und bis zum nächsten Mal.